Shogudin lads, and today will be video on the thoughts that popped up in my mind. Like, you know that finding a mentor is essential for your journey, but sometimes there are people who speak dress well, have extremely good body language, everything is flawless, but you feel that something ain't right about them, something you cannot see, something you cannot hear, but your gut feeling, your inner prehistoric human says that no, and you gotta follow this, feeling and reduce communication with those people, or as tell them less, and do not invest in such communication. I know you will notice that. You will have a strange feeling that no man, I will not do that. I don't want to communicate with that person so deeply. Like, for example, it's a coworker or something like that, and you just feel that something ain't right, something subtle, like you cannot see that, but you feel that. And yeah, but they could be, I know, so extremely powerful and offer you some kind gestures of generosity, something. But if you feel that something ain't right about them, so then you gotta be careful, because what is really flawless is your gut feeling. If it says to you something is right, then it is like this, because it is so. When something ain't right, so then that's true. That is try something. And subtle things, there's or you saw the micro expression on his face or her face, or some choice of words, a little choice of words, so, or passive aggression or something like that. And this is subtle. You cannot actually monitor everything, and those subtle hints, because as you know, we people are mostly on autopilot. Only 1 to 2%. I know whether it's true, or 5%. I know, but just less than 10%. We of our time we spend consciously, and other more than 90% we just spend on autopilot. Yeah, but being on autopilot, you will still, your gut feeling is like replaces your, it's the same as your calculations in your head, but just with less energy consumed. And you understand that, just less energy. You do not do it consciously, so it saves your energy in the brain, because brain consumes 20% of the energy. So yeah, but trust your gut, because trust your intuition, because that's also the brain, but a little bit less effective, more effective, just automatically. And it notices the subtle communication, body language, everything. And if you know that, if you feel that you cannot trust this person, so then don't trust them. But also with good people, you gotta also be careful, because you know the limits. You know the limits. Like in the gym, you can only see that you can, I know, deadlift 220 if you fail 225, and you see that you can deadlift 220. Such is with people. Yeah, this lad or this bird, they're loyal, they are friendly, they're good, but you know what can happen to them. And when the stakes are high, as I said before, you cannot think. Probably their family their family themselves are more important to them than you are, than every mortal is. And you gotta be also careful, because you don't know. We don't know ourselves 100%. So how can we know other people to the half? We don't even know them at 50%. Only I know 20% or something less. We know about people. We know nothing. We know nothing about them. So you just gotta be careful whom you talk, because you might be educated an enemy and bleeding next to a shark. But I wish you to be cautious, to be perspicacious, and yeah, to success in life. So that was my message. Stay safe and bye bye.